Hey guys, welcome to Natalie Clary's YouTube channel, the educational channel for all things love, dating, and relationships, where I help women understand how men think and what real men want. Whether you're navigating the dating scene, working on self-love, or searching for a meaningful, healthy relationship, you're definitely at the right place. I share respectable dating advice, winning dating advice, real dating advice. I like to say that my dating advice is not for all women, unfortunately, because all women cannot relate or not ready for this level of dating advice. Again, welcome guys, and if you're new here, so glad to have you. And with that being said, let's get into it. All right, guys, so today I have brought you all the most refreshing drink ever, okay? Today we're going to make a cucumber lemonade drink, okay? Cucumber lemonade drink. If you like cucumbers, like I do, you know, cucumbers are very, very refreshing, okay? So just imagine a cucumber lemonade drink. Let's get into it. The first thing you will need is a cucumber, lemon, all right? The first thing you will do is dice your cucumber up until it looks like this, all right? And then you will pour it into your blender, all right? Once you pour this into your blender, then you're going to add water to it. Water to it, all right? Just like that. Just like that, all right? Then from there, we're going to just seal it up tightly, and then we're going to blend it. Here we go. We're going to strain this, all right? We're going to use this, and I'm going to strain that. I'm just only getting the juice out of here, right? And it's going to go into this jar, okay? So, here we go. I am straining that I get all the cucumber juice out of here. Because we only want juice. We don't want the other stuff now. This process may take a few minutes, but the goal is to get all the juice and not the other stuff, okay? But this drink is so refreshing, people, I'm telling you. Such a really delicious, light, refreshing drink. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, so once you drain your cucumber, it should look like that. You should have cucumber drink that looks just like this, okay? Once you do that, the lemon, you're gonna squeeze your lemon into juice that it looks like that, okay? And I used about 4 lemons, and I just squeezed it till I, you know, got all the juice out of it, right? All the juice out of the lemon, okay? And so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour this in here like that. Yeah, there we go. Now that I did that, I'm going to add water to this, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit more. Now, it should look like this. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add my agave syrup, okay? I'll put this in here. And you sweeten it according to what you like, okay? There is really no rules as far as how much sweetener you need to use. However much sweetener you like, that's what you use. From there, I take it and I stir. And I stir. And I just made a half a jar today. But I just stir just like that until it's all blended perfectly. Just like that. Don't that look good? Yep. Now that I did that, I'm going to add some ice to this cup. Just like this. And here we go. Cheers. Oh, wow. This is so good. Oh my goodness. That is like the perfect drink. So good, people. I'm telling you, if you like a refreshing, light lemonade cucumber drink, that's it. Go try it. I promise you, you're going to love it. I promise you. Now, with that being said, let's get into it. All right, guys. How do you find the love that you desire? How do you find and achieve the love and the relationship that you desire, okay? Many of you want to know, how do I find the love and the relationship I desire, okay? Yeah, I get that all the time. How do I find the love and relationship I desire? First of all, you got to put a plan of action in place, all right? You got to make a plan. You got to put a plan of action in place, okay? The guy that you desire is not going to fall from your ceiling. That's number one, all right? It's like anything in life, okay? When you want to lose weight, what do? You put a plan of action in place, right? What do you say? I'm not going to eat any carbs, okay, throughout the week. I'm going to work out 3 or 4 times a week. You put a plan of action in place to accomplish that goal, correct? Same thing when you want to buy a house, right? You say, hey, within the next year, I plan to purchase a house. So what do? You put a plan of action in place to purchase your home. Whether you save money every time you get a check, hey, I'm going to put $1,500 aside for an entire year so that I could get my deposit for my home, right? So again, it's like anything in life. You must put a plan of action in place. Also, I need you to understand, dating is different today. Dating is not what it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, okay? So you have to be creative when it comes to your dating game, okay? And when it comes to the man that you desire, you have to be creative and you have to date with intentions, okay? So the first thing that I will say to you, when you're trying to accomplish your love, dating, relationship goals, put a plan of action in place. And that starts with, like, for example, the first thing you would do. Now, the first thing that I will tell a person, okay, and this is not for everybody because everybody cannot afford this. Hire a matchmaker, okay? A matchmaker is the key to you finding a significant guy, okay? The key to you being able to, with the possibility of establishing a meaningful relationship with the person, because that's what matchmakers do. They know how to go out and find guys that are suitable candidates for you, all right? Now, let me say this, okay? Because everybody cannot afford a matchmaker, okay? Absolutely not, okay? Matchmakers are costly, okay? But it's worth the investment, and it's worth every penny, okay? Because while you sit back and relax, you have a personal matchmaker who is actually going out recruiting ideal candidates on your behalf, okay? So this is why I always tell people, if you have the means and the resources, your best bet is to hire a personalized matchmaker, okay? Not a dating app. Dating apps and matchmakers are two different people, okay? A matchmaker is I consider a matchmaker, because remember, that's what I do. I look at a matchmaker as your very best friend in the area of love, okay? They become your very best friend in the area of love, okay? They actually get to know you as a person, and they actually go out and they find candidates that they think are good for you. All right, so I repeat, if that is in your budget, it is something that I definitely would say to you to consider, or look up, learn more about matchmakers, what they do, and if you have the means and the resources, go visit a matchmaker and understand the process and learn how it would work for you. It is very, very, very effective. All right. Secondly, and also let me say this before I go back to the next one, before I go on. Matchmakers are so important today because, like I said earlier, dating is not what it used to be, okay? Men have become sophisticated. Men do not just approach women like they once did back in the day. You understand? Men are a little bit more cautious. They're a little bit more careful, okay? And I'm just talking about men in general, okay? I'm talking about, decent men, quality men, whether it's career men, whether it's just men who have good jobs, whether it's a business owner, whether it's a entrepreneur. I'm just talking about men across the board, okay? Good men, quality men, they really do not approach like they used to, okay? I mean, 20 years ago, men had no problem approaching you. But today, men are a little bit more careful. They're a little bit more cautious about their approach game. So I always like to say, the introduction process is very, very effective. And today, men like to be introduced, just like women like to be introduced. They prefer the introduction rather than just approaching you. Unfortunately, that's just what it is today. So this is why I say, again, matchmaking is definitely an ideal, okay? Something that you need to consider. Also, letting your friends know, okay? If you're not in a position to hire a matchmaker, let your friends know. Let your friends know that you trust, the friends that you trust, the friends that you know who gets you and understand you, and you all have been friends for some time. Let them know, hey, I'm single and I'm searching. If you come across a guy that you think will be ideal for me and he's single, girl, introduce me, okay? Use your friends, okay? Because remember, all of your friends know people that you may not know, okay? All of your friends work at places that you have no desire of what kind of people that your friend is running into. So you let your friend know, hey, if you know somebody who is single and they're searching and you think that they're good for me, girl, introduce me. Yeah, use your friends for that, Join organizations, all right? Organizations in your community. Join organizations. I repeat, a man is not going to fall from the ceiling, all right? It doesn't work like that. You have to get out and about. So if you're that woman that just lay up and watch television and, thinking that, oh, I can't meet nobody, how are you going to meet someone if you're not out and about, okay? No, I'm not saying run the street, absolutely not. But join organizations that are, quality organizations where you think that quality men also may be a part of those organizations. Though it's always men in those organizations, and good men at that. So consider that. Join organizations and get involved in your city. Attend quality events, okay? Events are an excellent way to meet a guy, all right? Remember, this is a part of your plan. This is a plan of action, okay? Making a plan with dating with intentions, all right? So again, attend events. You understand? Whether it's Essence Music Festival, whether it's a NFL game, whether it's an NBA game, whether it's, just big events big annual events that go on, annually, whether it's in your city or whether it's in other cities. You understand? Make a plan of action to start attending some of those events. You will be amazed at the men that are at those events, okay? So again, you have to also make an effort to try to meet your guy by doing the things that you can do in your power to be seen and to be noticed, all right? So again, take that into consideration. Start attending annual events. There are so many events that go on around the world. Make a list of 2 or 3 events and you say to yourself, well, hey, you know what? I'm going to put a budget aside and I'm going to make sure that I attend the Essence Music Festival this year. I'm going to make sure that I attend this event next year. I'm going to make sure that I attend that event. So you put together a list of events that you desire to go to and you plan for those events. And if you're not able to do multiple events, choose one event, okay? And you go to that event, all right? Again, you will be amazed at the many people that are at those events. And you will be amazed at the many people that are single just like you, that are going to events just like that to possibly meet their guy, okay? So take that into consideration as well. Happy hour, okay? Do you have a grown folks happy hour in your city? Do you have a happy hour in your city where there are quality grown people that attend those happy hours, okay? Start researching and start looking up places where they have happy hour where you think quality, decent men may attend, all right? Happy hours are always a very good place to go and meet people. Because that's basically what people go to happy hours for. They go there to meet people, all right? So again, research in your community and find out where are the hottest happy hours. Where are the happy hours that are happening in your event, in your city, that you think would be ideal for you to attend, all right? So I repeat, we have to put action, okay, behind the plan, all right? Dating, again, is not what it used to be, all right? You have to actually be intentional about who you want, what you're looking for, the type of guy you're looking for, and you got to put a plan of action in place, all right, where you can actually meet these types of men, all right? Very, very important. I repeat, you have to get out here and make things happen for yourself when it comes to dating. Now, let me say this. I'm not saying you can't meet your guy at the gas station. I'm not saying you can't meet him at the grocery store. I'm not saying you can't just meet him anywhere. That is very much possible, okay? But I'm more or less talking about if you're trying to be intentional, okay? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying when I say make a plan of action, all right? You will be amazed at the many of women who have put a plan together and have met their husbands, all right? Met their mates or met their partners, okay? Because they put together a plan of action to meet their ideal guy, okay? And that is what I'm sharing with you all today. Write down your goals, okay, in the ideal man that you want. Write down the goals of what it is that you want in your guy. What does that look like? For example, character. Does he have a good character, okay? How will you know if your guy have a good character, okay? That's number one. Anybody you date, you want to make sure that they have good character, okay? Because when they have a good character, that means that you will see a good person, all right? When they don't have a good character, that means you will not see a good person. You will see a bad person. And you will see a person that could do anything to you and not feel bad, all right? So it is very important that whatever guy and whoever guy that you connect yourself with, you want to make sure that he has good character, okay? And you will know if he have good character just by whatever he say, if he's a man of his word, do he do things to hurt your feelings and not ever apologize? You will know, okay? Character is a very, very important thing to have, all right? They must have good character if you are attempting to establish a meaningful relationship with a guy, all right? Career choice. What does his career look like? Do he have a job with stability or do he have a career, all right? You want a guy that has a job with stability or a career with benefits, all right? Very, very important, all right? You do not want a guy who do not have a career or a job, okay? So again, when you meet your guy, it is important that he is holding down a job and a career, and that he has been on that job or career for some time. A job with longevity, or he's been on his career for some for some time, all right? Super, super important, all right? Because if you meet a guy and he does not work, what is that saying, okay? What is that telling you right there, all right? You meet a guy at a certain age and he's not working, that's not where you want to be, all right? That needs none of your conversation, all right? You meet a guy and he tells you that he does not work, you wish him the very best and you keep it moving, all right? No job, no entertainment, period, all right? You cannot have a full, healthy relationship with a guy who is not working, all right? You cannot establish a meaningful relationship with a guy who is not working, okay? Now, if you're that woman and just having a man is more important than him having a career, that's on you, okay? But a woman who has a job and a career, you also want a man who has a job or a career. Remember that, all right? Income, all right? If you make a certain income, you want your guy to make the same income or higher, okay? You want someone who is, his income is compatible to yours, all right? The beauty about a relationship is growth, okay? You want to grow in your relationship, all right? Which means that you need to find a guy who is making a decent enough income where you guys, when you guys come together, you can see growth between you two. All right? So when you decide to settle down with the guy and connect with the guy, you want to have an idea of what does his income look like? It has nothing to do about you being a gold digger, okay? But you are a gold, G-O-A-L digger, all right? Not a G-O-L-D, but a G-O-A-L digger, okay? Because you need a man, all right, that you guys can work towards future goals in life, okay? And if he does not have an income that will support that, you're never going to grow in life, okay, as a couple, all right? So this is why it's important that whoever you get with, all right, you want to make sure that his income is just as compatible as your income, all right? And for those of you women who will say, well, it's just about the man, do you and go live your best life, all right? If it does not matter to you, it's not a problem. Do you and go live your best life, all right? If you're making $50,000 and he's making $20,000 a year and you're happy, long as you're happy, go do you, all right? However, moving forward, you want to find a guy who is making the same income as you or higher, all right? Because I repeat, this is how you come together and this is how you grow together, all right? Remember that. Physical appearance. Now, some people, that doesn't matter to them, all right? Some people, long as they are nice guys, it doesn't matter. They can look a mess. They can look however, whatever, and you're good, okay? Now, I'm going to say to you, all right, for my ladies who are seeking a quality man, all right? Quality men are very, very conscious in the way that they carry themselves and the way that they look, all right? You will never see them having pants down here to their butts, all right? You will never see them having octopus on their heads, okay? You will never see them just looking scary. That's what I'm going to call them. You will never see them just looking scary, okay? Men who are usually good quality men, they're very, very conscious about the way that they look and the way that they dress, all right? You want a man to compliment you, especially my ladies who have standards, all right? You're looking for a man to compliment you, all right? A man who is walking around here looking scary, looking thuggish, okay? That is not the image that you want beside you, all right? Now, some women, they think that that is cute. They think that that's attractive. You know, that's where they mind at. That's their mindset, okay? They have to look like they're have been in prison. You know, for some, you got some women, they really think that that is just life, okay? My dude look like he been in prison. He is so sexy. You got women, unfortunately, that really thinks like that mindset. Ugh, all right? But for my ladies who are quality and who are looking for men with standards, okay, a quality man is a well-groomed man, all right? And you will be able to tell that just by the way he dressed and just by the way that he carry himself, okay? Next, Christian values. What is his Christian values, okay? Now, I would hope every woman wants a God-fearing man, okay? I would hope every woman wants a man who believes in the Almighty, all right? Now, you have your choice. You do you, all right? But me personally, no. I'm not dealing with no man, okay, who's not God-fearing, okay? It's just not going to work for me, all right? But for those women, all right, who are seeking a meaningful, healthy relationship with a guy, it is very important that he has some Christianity in his life, all right? It is very important that he has a belief in the Almighty, okay? It is very important that he is God-fearing, okay? Super, super important, all right? Now, you meet a guy and he tells you he doesn't believe in God and this, that, and this and the other, that's your decision. But I'm going to say to you that you always want a guy, okay, who believes in God and who is God-fearing, okay? Super, super important, all right? Nevertheless, you do you. His friends. Do he have friends, all right? Do the guy that you meet, the guy that you have met, do he have friends, okay? You don't want a guy who don't have friends. If you meet a guy and he says to you, well, I don't have friends. I don't really hang out with nobody. That's not what you want. Because that's telling you right there he's not a well-rounded person, all right? So he's going to depend on you for everything in life. His son, for everything. He's going to depend on you for everything, okay? And that can become very, very overbearing, all right? So you want a guy who has some independence and that has hobbies and that has friends that on the weekends he will tell you, hey, boo, I'm going to call you later. Me and the guys going to go play basketball. Or, hey, me and the guys are going to go bowling. Or, hey, me and the guys are going to go golfing for a little while. You understand? You want a man who have friends, okay? Because that's a healthy-minded man. But when I say friends now, I'm talking about quality friends, all right? If you want to know who your guy is, if you want to know how your guy think, if you want to know what your guy believe in, just look at his friends. His friends go tell you everything you need to know about who he is, all right? About who he is. All you got to do is just look at your guy friends, okay? Now, if he have good quality friends, that's going to tell you the type of guy that he is, all right? If he have losers as friends, that's going to tell you the type of guy that he is, okay? Because remember, people only hang around people who are like them, all right? Who think like them, who believe in the same things as them, all right? So if you want to know anything about your guy without asking him, look at his friends. His friends are going to tell you everything, all right? Just pay attention to his friends. Next, learn how to identify quality men, all right? That is so important, okay? If you are trying to establish any type of connection with a guy, you must learn how to identify quality men, all right? For example, quality man, his approach. How did he approach you, okay? Did he do it in a gentleman way? Was he such a gentleman about it? Did he go about it in such an attractive way that it was like, oh, that was super impressive how he approached me? Or was it hood? Was it ghetto? Was it somewhat disrespectful? All right? So again, learning how to identify quality men is key to establishing a healthy, meaningful relationship with someone, okay? That is key, all right? So pay attention to the way that a guy approach you, all right? That's going to tell you everything, all right? I just spoke on this, how he's groomed. Do he get haircuts, okay? How is his appearance? I just talked about that. That is super important. As a matter of fact, that is number one, okay? How do he look, all right? When people see your guy, is it like, oh, he's a very nice, oh, he's well-groomed? Or when people see your guy, is it like, oh my God, I'm afraid of him. Let's go the other way. He looks offensive, okay? Yeah, that's how it goes, all right? When you out here with these men, all right, people will observe from afar and be like, oh my gosh, he's a very nice looking, well-groomed guy. Or, oh wow, honey, let's go to the left. He looks offensive, all right? So be careful about that. Choose your guy appropriately. Is he independent? Is your guy independent? Is he able to take care of himself, but also has the capacity to take care of you too? All right? When you meet a guy, you want to make sure that he's independent. Okay? You want to make sure that he has his own, that he's taking care of himself. All right? Because when you meet a guy like that, most likely he's a happy guy. He's a decent guy, okay? As far as being able to take care of himself. Now, once you get involved with him, you will learn what his character looked like. But the initial approach, if you see a guy that takes care of himself, that is a plus, all right? That means that he has financial, he has mastered his finances. He has learned how to budget and take care of himself, all right? He has learned how to make his money work for his lifestyle and take care of himself, all right? So that's super, super important. When you see a man or you run into a guy and he tells you that he has a career, he has his own home, he has a nice car, he does some vacation, he do vacationing every now and again. That's a really good thing because that's showing you that he's good with finances, all right? So I repeat, a man being able to take care of himself and has the capacity to take care of you too is a very big plus, okay? Is he well-rounded? Is he exposed, okay? Well-rounded mean, has he been out here in this world and doing things, okay? Not just locked up in the house or locked up in his little environment, don't know what's happening in the world, you know, because he's not exposed. Meaning that, do he go to restaurants, okay? Do he travel sometimes, okay? I mean, is he exposed? Is he well-rounded? Is he able to, you know, get with people and mingle and conversate and just have good conversation with people? You understand? In an intellectual manner. You understand? Super important. It's nothing like having a guy who can expose you to some things, all right? It's nothing like being with a man. You guys can go somewhere and he is such a good person that can conversate and communicate and just really, you know, people enjoy talking to him. You understand? Because he's a good person that can conversate. You understand? So meeting a guy and then he say to you, hey, have you ever been to this Italian restaurant over on such and such beach? Oh my God, it's amazing. It's a 4-star restaurant. Maybe I'll take you there if you've never been there. It's nothing more attractive than having a guy that's able to do things like that for you, all right? So this is what I mean when I say having a guy who is well-rounded, okay? Who is able to take you places maybe that you've never experienced, you understand? Who's able to take you to environments whereas your guy is the type of guy people really like him because he's a good conversation. He's a good conversator. He knows how to talk. He knows how to communicate. He's really good at interacting with people. That is a very good sign. Super good, all right? He gives very good advice, all right? It is nothing like having a guy who gives you very good advice, okay? You may be in a situation and you really don't know what you should do, but you share the situation with your guy and he's able to tell you exactly what you should do in an intellect manner, okay? He's able to give you advice where it will work for you, okay? It is nothing like being with a guy who can give you very good advice when you need it, all right? And that is the beauty about being in a relationship, because first and foremost, the guy that you are with, he first and foremost should be leading, all right? That's number one. He is supposed to be the leader, all right? So you as a woman, when you find yourself in certain situations and it's like, oh my God, what should I do? Let me discuss this with my guy. I'm sure he'll tell me exactly what I need to do, all right? Having that comfort of being able to go to your guy for advice is everything, all right? Because that's the purpose of you being in a relationship with a man, okay? In addition to everything else, that when you are in situationships or situations, you're able to go to him and get the proper advice. That is super, super important. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit because, you know, many of you desire relationships, you want relationships, but you're not really doing what's needed, okay? Especially in today's world. Like I said earlier, dating is not what it used to be, unfortunately, okay? The men do not approach like they used to, okay? Today, men really prefer to be introduced, okay? Or if they're in a very intimate setting, okay? And even with that, all right, you will find men, even if they do approach you, it's in a more sophisticated manner, okay? It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And what I mean by that, they're just not so direct with their approach, okay? They may say something, you know, like corny. They may be like, oh, did you drop that? Okay, I was wondering, was that yours or was it mine? Okay, let me get that for you. They may say something like that. It's like totally off, you know, realm. You understand? It's not the typical, you know, approach. So you have to be able to see when a man is trying to, you know, flirt with you and get your attention, to when a guy is just being just like he's not even worth it, all right? So I repeat, I wanted to have this conversation with you all, you know, learning how to find love and attract the guy that you truly desire. Like I said earlier, the first thing is that you have to make a plan of action, all right? That's super important. You need, in today's world, you have to date with intentions, and that is just for real, all right? And like I said, your guy is not going to fall from the ceiling, okay? Yes, you could go anywhere and meet a guy, absolutely, okay? But it's not about just meeting the guy, okay? It's about meeting a guy that you could possibly see yourself with, all right? And it's about being able to put a plan together where you think your ideal guy may frequent, okay? So this is why I have given you a list of things that are places that you maybe can go, or events you may can attend, so it will give you an idea of where you may possibly meet your ideal guy, okay? And I'm just more or less giving you some ideas. You would have to think about what it is that will work for you as far as your dating life, okay? And as far as what it is that you're looking for when it comes to your guy, all right? But I want to say this to you all because we have so many single women who are single and searching. And I must say to you, there are some amazing guys out here, okay? And there are some amazing single guys out here, okay? But unfortunately, it's just not what it used to be. So which means that you have to go about things a little bit different than what we used to do years ago, all right? You got to go about it a little bit different. But I want to say to you, there are guys out here. There are amazing single guys out here. You just need to put a plan of action in place and make it happen for yourself, okay? And with that being said, it has been amazing as always. I really enjoy talking to you guys. And I want you all to really, really take that time out and put that plan of action in place and make things happen for yourself, because I repeat, there are some amazing guys out here. Again, with that being said, you guys are amazing. And until next time, be smart, date smart, choose wisely. And remember, I told you, and do not forget to go make this cucumber lemonade drink. So refreshing. Bye, guys.